The theater opened in 1900. Apparently, the chandelier was functioning at that time. In 1918, there was a stage fire, and the fire curtain came down, which protected it was there for the protection of the audience and the rest of the theater. And fortunately, it confined the fire. But apparently, the heat was intense enough that it went up between that ceiling and the actual roof over the theater. And that heat was apparently so great that supposedly it melted the solder and the chandelier crashed down. The chandelier was originally described as being made of copper, which might help to explain why the solder let loose. But nothing other than a suspected leaf that's in the showcase in the council meeting chamber, darkened with age, of course, or maybe from smoke, we don't know. Nothing has surfaced that says this is what the chandelier was. We have some descriptions, inasmuch as it was supposedly the appearance of a ripe dandelion. It also says 100 lights. But again, it's subjective. We just don't have proof. And so, in order to put something back on the ceiling that would be appropriate, we went with a time frame. Well, it started off by us going to celebrate my 75th year of playing music on stage. I was kind of thinking of having a little party over at the UP pub. Somehow Dan Jamison and a few other people at the theater got involved, and it ended up, well, you can play a concert in the theater, your band will make some money, and you'll make some money and this and that. And I said, oh my gosh, to celebrate my 75th, I can't take money. I'll just, whatever we get, I'll donate it back to the theater. Well, then a dinner was planned. I thought we would be lucky if we had, in the beginning, maybe 40 people, 35, 40 people is what they were talking about. And it ended up we had almost 200 people. We actually sold out. And then at some point, somebody had said, well, maybe we could use the money to put a chandelier back up on the ceiling. Well, that caught on like wildfire. With the second event, which then was planned as an event for the chandelier, that's where the Chandelier Society was born. So the community really got behind this. We were still a little bit short on money, and the Kiwana Health Foundation last year presented us with a check for $15,000, and bang, all of a sudden now we've got the money to buy the chandelier, pay for the engineering, agreed upon a contract to hang the chandelier. That's another story, because the chandelier is almost 9 feet wide, and it is about 10 feet in height. The chandelier is going to fill the back end of a semi, so we have to have a forklift to unload and decide what door it's going to go in. But we didn't have a door that we could bring it in. So I kind of cringed when I had to reveal that because it won't come through the door or any of the doors that we have, it's going to come in on 2 pallets. There's going to be a total of 13 boxes. And I kept waiting for somebody to say, well, are you going to be here to help? And I said, well, we're going to get up there in June, early June, but it needs to be swinging from the ceiling before that. So And we have the about 12 pages of how to put it together. So thankfully, with the brilliant builders and so forth that we have in Nathan and Dan and everybody else working there, Reese and so forth, in a few weeks they're going to start assembling the chandelier. And once it's assembled, then the company will come in and hoist it up. I'm a person who has gone through life organizing things, putting the right teams together. And Terry has been the detail person. She patiently listens, she hears it all, and then she summarizes it. I've got this a head full of ideas and full of thoughts and full of sentences, and she organizes it. So she's been an amazingly effective part of this whole effort in keeping me going on the right track and actually keeping our committee. The little fine details, those critical elements that if you don't think of them, after the event you say, oh, we screwed up. Without her, I don't know if I could have kept this all together. This summer, we're going to have the chandelier. Now, I didn't think I'd live long enough to ever see one go up, and here we are.